If you ever have like an idea or you think like, wow, I came up with this and I'm so smart, don't Google it. I this is embarrassing. I was sitting here thinking, this little invention, the stove being a campfire and actually being functional, that is so cool because nobody's thought of this. I'm going to revolutionize the way Minecraft is played. I'm going to be the first person to ever do this. Yeah, this has been done before. I just haven't seen it myself. I was proud of it. I thought, man, this is gonna be great. No, this has been done multiple times. This is people have done it better. And I thought putting it down at the bottom, opening this top part is how you do it. No. Open the bottom like an oven. You know how ovens open? Ugh. Never Google ideas unless you need to try to get a patent or whatever. Outside of that, for today's episode, I am going to try to get some resources. In the last one, I was running out quite quickly, and I noticed every time I was trying to complete a room or anything, I just ran out. I need to gather a bunch of material because I want to set up sort of a temporary base out that way. So I'm gonna gather some stuff first, and then I'll meet you over there. I got everything that I need to start setting up some farms and gather resources from this area. This is that village that I had previously used as a temporary base. Over here, I just put a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna need so that way I can have farms and automation and all that type of thing. I created a list of steps that I want to get done for this episode. So the first thing is fix the land, meaning these paths, whenever you put a villager in a boat, they get stuck in those paths. I'm gonna make it to where it's all just dirt, and that way when I move them to a consolidated spot, it's not difficult for me to move around. The next thing is set up some farms. I have the sugarcane starting. I have a wheat thing. I think I'm gonna extend this by 4, so that way I can just have a ton of wheat, beets, all that type of thing. I'm gonna gather some villagers. They're all locked in with dirt kind of in front of the doors there. And the last one is automation. I want to try and set up an iron farm. I think I have an idea of how to do it. I've only watched a couple of people build them. I've never actually watched a tutorial, so it's gonna be something new for me. That'll be the last sort of step. Let's go ahead and start with the first one and just fix this land. A little bit of a progress update here. It's taken a lot longer than I was expecting. It takes a while. I'm putting down dirt to reset the path. Just gonna continue on. I still have all of this down here, which that's gonna take some time. I took a detour from cleaning out the land over here, and I went to go look in my base to see if I had any name tags. I swear I thought when I went mining the last time I found a name tag, but I have no name tag. With that, it's gonna probably delay the iron farm because I need that to name a pillager to set them up in the middle. Are they making babies in there and then it's just spitting you out? Well, that's cool. I'm making more villagers without even knowing it. Anyways, I'll continue on with this. I went ahead and I cleaned up some more land here. So I'm just trucking away at it, trying to get it a little more leveled out. I might tear down stuff like this just to make it all flat. So I'll continue on and then try to get to the next step. How did you get out? Is there anyone in this? There is. So where did you come from? Interesting. I don't know how they're getting out. Step 1 is done. That took a couple hours, actually. Thought for some reason it was going to go by quicker. I'll walk you through what I've done. Basically, all of this land now is just grass. I made sure all the pathways and all of the farmlands were just cleaned up a bit. So now I'll run back to the checklist. Okay, so I just put 2 X's. I'm going to signify that that's done. Step 2 is setting up all of the farms. I'm thinking step 2 is going to be relatively quick just because of the fact that I have some already laid out. I'm going to expand out this farm here, do the sugarcane. I'm gonna set up pumpkin and melon farms, so I'll get that sort of situated and meet you back in a second to check off step 2. First set of farms have been set. I did the beetroot over here, the wheat over here, and just times it by 4. I did this sort of setup with lighting just so that way the middle parts all get lit up, and this way I could dump water in the middle block here. That way it floods out and I can collect all of the farms quicker. So there's 4 different spots for that. Once we get more produce, I can plant different things within this, but this is just going to be helpful in the beginning to collect some emeralds from farmer villagers. The next piece I'm going to work on is this sugarcane and bamboo. We're getting there. I got the sugarcane set up over here. I extended it out by quite a bit. I did the bamboo over on this side, and I just did like a long strip of, I think, 4. And that way I can just trim and just go straight back and forth. Once I get more redstone and I figure out a good placement for the machines, I'll set up some automated farms. Next up, I want to concentrate on setting up some tree farms off to the side over there, and I think that'll be just a nice spot to have all the trees. So I'll switch out some of the wood planks and stuff like that with dirt and get it all situated. I put down all of the spruce trees here in groups of 4. I want to use the rest of this island for trees, but this guy is in the way and this one is too, so I'm gonna have to tear this down, but I need to move the villager that's in here out. I need to figure that out. I'll probably move him out into this area over here. Okay, he's in the boat. I just pillared my way down in here, and now I just need to tear this down and take him to the middle. Dang, that was quick. Geez, stairs make you fly. Cool. Cleared out the houses here and the sand just so that way it's all uniform dirt, and I moved that guy in a little hut over there, so now I can build out the tree farm. I'm thinking 2 rows of oak, 2 rows of birch, and then the specialty ones like the propagule or the mangrove off to the side here, the acacia also off to the side here. I'm one short. That is so frustrating. I thought I had enough. Well, I'm gonna have to wait for that to grow. That's annoying. Okay, I got all of the saplings planted. These already grew, so I can tear those down if I need. I got the oak, birch, acacia, and then the propagules off to this side. I don't know how this is gonna work. I never messed with the mangrove trees. This is brand new territory for me. I think we need just one more Okay, well, figured out how it works. That was in the middle of my sentence, and that just grew. Jeez, that's huge. Did it always grow that tall? Okay, I'm gonna leave it, see what sort of mess we get, and we'll figure it out later. I do want to cut down one of these to get some charcoal. I ran out of coal, so I'm gonna need to do that real quick here and get some torches to light up a bunch of the areas. I think the tree farm was a good idea. That is a lot of spruce, and that was 5 trees, but I need to light it up over here. So I'm gonna smelt some of these logs. I might keep a stack in some. This scared the crap out of me. It grew right behind me while I was looking in the chest. This isn't the way to do these. I think these need to be done differently, so I'll figure that out as I mess around with it a bit. This has been a huge level up. I went ahead and harvested the farms and just super happy with the results there. Tons of seeds. I think I'm gonna do like an automated bone meal thing here. I had collected the bamboo. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that. This is crazy. I'm gonna have to do another chest worth of just pure swords because it ate through like I think 5 of them. And yeah, this is just a ton. It's so good. So next up in the last farm that I need to set up is the melon and the pumpkin. So I may have to relocate the guy that's in here, but I don't know. I'm gonna need to figure that out. Also I did check the sugar cane. That's not too bad. I might extend it out a bit further just to get a lot more. Maybe even just like fixing the terrain here and blending it in out this way, or I could go out further this way. So I'm thinking about that, but I think I also need to put lily pads in between these because I was falling in between and I knocked a few out and had to replant. But let me go ahead and get the pumpkin and the melon set up, and we are basically finished with step 2. And the farms are all done. I just finished up the pumpkin and melon farm. Did it to where I had 3 lines of pumpkin, 3 lines of melon. And this way, once they're full up, I can just go through the middle, knock them all out. I figured this is like the more efficient way of doing it. And then again, once I have proper redstoning, I can actually automate this farm and put something under to collect. For now, I think this is a good starting point. Honestly, we have completed basically everything for step 2. I set up a little automated bone mealing station so that way I could just dump all the excess seeds in this and it will just create the bone meal for me. And yeah, that's basically every farm fully optimized in this little area. We can go ahead and check off this for step 2. There we go. Fully done with step 2. The next step is gathering the villagers. I'm just going to be moving them to a consolidated spot. Six villagers. All right, I got them all lined up. I tore down this little house thing because I wanted to gather all the material and put it in this central spot and build out some sort of building here that these guys are gonna live in forever. Let me go ahead and tear down everything first, and we'll go from there. These colors look a little too familiar. Gryffindor! Ah, well. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I thought I was gonna lose all my villagers right there. Do I still have everyone? I saved you. The worst case scenario happened, so that's good at least. It's out of the way. Okay, I only have 2 houses left. With what happened with those pillagers, I am going to put a mini hut over these guys just to protect them while I tear these 2 down. Also, I am running out of everything. All my iron is gone. I had so much, now it's gone. All my stone is gone. So as I put them away and I tear these 2 down, if I run out of material, I'm going to take a little break and go mining to get some stuff. Whoa. Skeleton spawner. Ah! I can't believe this is so close to the village. This is awesome. Well, I'm gonna build up just so I have a pillar to where this is, because this will be our XP farm. Pretty excited about that. No shot. Got a couple of cool things happening right now. I got a pillager, which means I can get automation going. I have a name tag. Iron Dude sounds good. Iron Dude. Cool. I'm gonna have to let him just shoot me for a while till that breaks. I guess I'll tell you about what's been happening. I got sick recently in between recording. I decided to like play this world a bit and just kind of like collect farms and stuff. What I ended up doing was fishing, and I fished up to a pretty good fishing pole. After that was collecting a bunch of stuff. These guys kept popping up. I couldn't get one at a boat. One actually killed me, and I went back to the original spawn because I didn't have my bed set. Came all the way back. I found my bird, so I'll show you that after this guy breaks. But yeah, it's been extremely eventful, but that's what's been happening in between. This takes like 10 years. Jeez. Yes, there we go. Woo, that took forever. You're in jail. Now, I need to keep going caving because that interruption of finding the skeleton spawner and the pillager took some time. So I'm gonna need to get some more tools here. Ooh, diamond, let's go. That was successful. Got 53 and I found 3 diamonds, so that's pretty cool. So I can make another pickaxe. Once I can do enchantments and stuff, I can get fortune and silk touch. Tore everything down. That took so long. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the building here. I'm gonna dig out this land back a bit. I think I have to go down one and then just dig back toward this and then place the building against this wall. Also, I did want to showcase kind of what I did when I was sick. I went ahead and I started fishing because I was trying to get a name tag. I ended up getting this really good fishing rod. I fished up a few of these books here. Just random little stuff. I just made a little area where I was fishing. Got a name tag. Got a few saddles. And I ended up finding my old bird. I remember losing this and I thought I killed him. This is our little lucky bird here. So with that, I'll dig up this area and then I'll build the building that these guys are going to be moved to. Sheep have been moved. I moved them down here next to the cow. You can hear it's just crazy noise, but then as soon as you go over here, the noise is all gone. So that was kind of the effect I wanted. Now I just need to dig out this land, push it back a bit, make it to where it's all at this level down here, just so that way when I move them, it's just a quick boat ride over. So I'll do that next and then get the plans laid out. Land is cleared. Got it all cleaned up. I left all of the stone down here because I'm thinking I'm gonna lay out the blueprint first and then decide what I want to change into grass and everything like that. This is the blueprint I came up with. I want to do a market style building where it's just one giant building, but within it there's stands and people selling stuff. So I'll just have the villagers off and sectioned off into these little spots right here. The ones that are placed one away here. So this little section down to here. And then over here, I'm going to have the storage to where I grab everything from the farms. I might later down the line do some sort of collection system where I drop off in the individual chests and then it just, you know, funnels its way into this building. Then once I enter, I can just grab stuff, trade, and grab what I want from this building. This little section here, maybe a couple of villagers, so that way I can build up villagers to fill out all of these markets. But that's sort of the layout. So I'll go ahead and start building up some of the walls, probably this back wall here, and then a few of the stands, and that way I can start moving the villagers from this little hut into here, and then you'll start to get a picture of what I'm aiming to get. This is the basic shop that I was thinking of. Basically, I have their workstation here, and then down below, why he's stepping down is because there's a bed there. Got pretty good amount of progress done. The basic structure is there. It's going to be this gray and orange tone, and then I'm going to try to figure something out for the roof. I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. Well, I finished the building, but you can see that I got some emeralds and some levels. So let's go take a look at what I did. So this is basically the build. I had an idea for, as you saw before, the orange and the gray, but it just looked too uniform, especially with this like little overhang that I wanted to make. I saw this on like a store in real life that it had like the sign outlined by the overhang, and then the overhang had this sort of like swerve in type of look. So I thought I'll do that with some stairs, and I got a pretty cool effect. I want for the banners to update the letters here. I just put them in this orientation to see how many I could fit. So it looks like 6 letters in the middle, and then off to the sides, maybe 2 symbols or something like that. But I had a little bit of a tragedy happen within this building. It's a little empty. So you might be wondering how I got all of this with the few that I have here. And I accidentally killed 2 of the villagers. The first one was an iron golem spawned in here, and I wanted to get it out, so I was just shooting it with arrows, and I missed, and I hit one person over here. They died. Everybody's prices went up like crazy, and then I accidentally, when there was a guy here, I clicked punch instead of interacting with them, so their prices went up. One of them was like 64, a stack of 64 for 1 emerald. And I was like, I need to get rid of these people. So what I did was I exiled them out there. So they are no longer with the group that's in here. Oh man, it was brutal. But with this build though, and like kind of cycling through everything, I was able to get a bunch of cats. So that led to an idea of maybe setting up a creeper farm in the future. And then a wandering trader came by, and I got some cactuses, so I'm growing those out. Let me show you the inner workings. So each one of these has a bed, and then their trade, and then I lock them in that way. You can see in this corner, once this guy grows up, I'll break the boat, add his little workbench, and he will trade with me. The Fletchers are so nice to have, especially with bamboo creating sticks. It's so easy to get emeralds. Because I had everything full, I was trading quite a bit, and I got a lot of stuff. So this can all be traded out. Yeah, so I leveled up quite a bit. 2 sets of diamond armor. I can fully level up after 1 year of playing this game. There we go. We are decked out in diamonds. I am so excited about this. This means that in the next episode, I can go ahead and hit the nether and not feel afraid to die because I'll be a little more protected. So that's pretty awesome. The thing I also wanted to touch on is how I kind of built up inventory of villagers by having these 2 here. I would basically have them make babies, and then I would, once they went to sleep, break the bed of the baby, put them in a boat, and then I would ship them off into their individual trading posts. In between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and fill this back out and do some trading just so that way I can get everything back to master mode. I think with all of that, that is going to be it for this episode. So let me go ahead and check off step 3, and there we go. Step 3 is done. In the next one, I will go ahead and have all of the villagers situated, and I think we're going to hit up the nether for the next episode. If you like the video, go ahead and like and subscribe.